Today at Lifetime Orthodontics, we have a special guest, Gina Spehn. Gina is a co-founder of New Day Foundation for Families. We had partnered with a New Day Foundation as part of our Pink Plus campaign. And I'm just gonna share with Gina our Pink Plus campaign. And what we did is cancer, it's something that resonated with me. It's very prevalent in my family. Several aunts and uncles, my grandmother. We have a team member at our office here who had a little scare with cancer. And so, as you know, and as the world knows, pink in the month of October has become synonymous with breast cancer in particular.
Right.
But there's many more cancers that people are suffering from. And our goal here wasn't to necessarily bring awareness or to kind of get down about how terrible cancer is, but to shed joy and to celebrate the life that we have here today. So that was kind of the inspiration behind the Pink Plus project. So what we did for the Pink Plus project is we had a photographer come back in July, and we invited a lot of our friends and family, and we had a photo shoot actually right here where we're sitting today. And we had a really fun and creative photo shoot, and we've been releasing those photos. I'm sure you've seen many of those that we've been releasing. So that was a lot of fun. And then a month later, we had an art gala style party here at the office where we had cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, a bunch of fun things for kids. We showcased a few other charities, and we even had a little toast to life where I shared a little bit of my experiences, and we had several other patients and community members share their experiences as well. So this has all been leading up to this month, October. Like we said, October synonymous with breast cancer, but we want to make sure that everybody is appreciated. That's not our main focus, but it was just a good time to celebrate our life and celebrate everyone's life around us. So Gina and New Day Foundation for Families really resonated with me. I was looking for a charity that resonated with our mission that we were trying to share here. And what resonated with me, especially about Gina, is that her charity helps families right here in our community, right? And there's fantastic, you got the American Cancer Association, you got all types of cancer research, Carmanos. But I felt since we are a celebration of life, I wanted to impact people in the day-to-day, or partner with somebody who impacts people in the day-to-day. And of course, I think we're making great strides in cancer research and this and that, but I think people forget about just the families that are going through this battle and the economic challenges that they face. And so I came across Gina's site, and there's just something on it, and there's many things on this site that we're going to talk about, Gina's going to share with us, but one of their headlines says, "No family should fight cancer alone or make unthinkable choices between medical treatment and providing basic necessities." So that was kind of something that really attracted me to Gina and her foundation here. And so again, I'm going to introduce Gina. Gina, can you tell us a little bit about New Day Foundation, your mission, your vision?
Absolutely, yes. First, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, because we love partnering with local businesses. And as I was just mentioning earlier, what you guys do here is you celebrate life, and I love that about you. And we're at New Day, we're all about hope. We have all of our events are hope-based, Hope Shines, Happy Hour for Hope, Hope for the Holidays, everything we do. So so thank you for being sort of uplifting and joyful about all of this, because cancer cannot always be uplifting and joyful. It's hard sometimes. So but we hope to bring the good. So what we've been doing for about the last 12 and a half years is providing practical support, financial assistance, emotional resources, and now offering financial navigation, which is another component that we offer for families, which focuses more on insurance and things like that. So we're really just helping them get through the day-to-day. We don't want anyone to have to make those choices. When you're diagnosed with cancer, your focus should be, how am I going to beat this thing and get back on my feet and get back to regular routine of life? But while you're going through it, life continues. I mean, you still have to get the kids to school, and you still have to pay the bills, and those practical realities don't just cease to exist. So we step in, we try to provide some of that emotional support first, we provide some of the financial support secondly, and when that becomes even too much, if we don't even have enough resources to help sustain that, then we can work with them and say, look, let's optimize your insurance, let's seek out other resources, let's look at how we can help you manage your co-pays and your medical bills so that it's not so overwhelming. So we're kind of coming around this family in a comprehensive way to provide all the support that they need. And if we don't have it, we reach out to our partners in the community that work with us as well. So
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks.
So again, this is one of the reasons that attracted us, Lifetime Orthodontics, to New Day Foundation. Another part is Gina. She has a rather touching story and of how the origins of a New Day Foundation for Families. And do you mind sharing that with us here today?
Sure.
And I think that's all told in her book here, The Color of Rain. So I'm going to let Gina share her story with us here as well.
Well, for the purposes of this video, we'll tell the shorter version of it. But
Sure.
essentially, my husband was Matt Kell, and he battled cancer for 3 years and lost that battle on Christmas Day of 2005. So it'll be 14 years this year.
Sure.
And a dear friend of his across town, her name was Gina Spehn, and Kathy didn't have a 3-year battle. She had a 17-day battle from the time she was diagnosed to the time she succumbed to that disease. But it was in that sort of the aftermath of losing our spouses that Michael and I came to know one another. Ultimately fell in love, blended 2 families, and created the Brady Bunch of Rochester,
Beautiful.
Michigan.
That's beautiful.
It is a beautiful story,
Yeah.
and we like to share that good part of our story. But we always say that New Day didn't start because 2 people died. It's because of how these 2 people lived, and so their lives were fairly ordinary. You know what I mean? They were just people who were raising families, going to work, doing life, but they were good, honest, hardworking people. Their values were family, God, faith, encouraging and helping and loving one another and taking care, sort of love your neighbor as yourself. That was their sort of mantra. And so we wanted to honor that in some way, shape, or form. So when we started New Day, it was 2007, and we didn't even know what we were doing. We never had a nonprofit, never did this before. And it was kind of like, baptism by fire. And so for the first 5 years, it was a little slow going. It was sort of something we did at the kitchen counter, trying to find patients and so forth. But then a few years in, we realized, we can do a lot more. And so we started to connect to the hospitals. We partner now with 37 hospitals across the state of Michigan, the vast majority of which are right here in the Metro Detroit area. We work directly with social workers, financial navigators, in some cases nurse navigators and physicians, to connect us to the patients, and they apply on behalf of the patient. So they go through an online portal, fill out an application, and then we review that application and ultimately decide how to provide, what's the best way we can help this family by providing a grant or some type of support, whatever they need, really. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So to this day, you said in 2007 is when you got it up and running.
Yep.
So
Yep.
over 12 years here.
It
Coming
is.
on 12 years. So
Yeah.
do you have any idea of how many families you've helped? Or?
Yeah, we're almost to 800 families total.
Awesome.
Like I said, the first 5 years were so slow that really it's been in the last 7 that we've done the vast majority of this work.
Sure.
So this year alone, we will help 200 plus families.
Amazing.
So it's each year we're growing and getting smarter about how we do this, becoming more effective for the family, more efficient for our organization, and being better stewards of the resources that we receive from people. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So it sounds like New Day Family Foundation is significantly growing here. What can we do, or what can anybody watching here do to help keep it going?
Well, I mean, there's so many ways you can support local charities. I mean,
Sure.
obviously we all rely on donations and funding, so that's a huge part for us. But beyond that, we have events all year round, some that we host ourselves, some that are hosted by third parties. We always need volunteers to help us with some of the, just sort of boring tasks of,
Sure.
stuffing envelopes or the basics. We also have something right now that we really need some help with. We're looking for a person to come in once a week to help us assemble care packs for our families. So each family that we work with receives a care pack with a blanket, some books, some information and resources and fun things maybe that are just customized to that family. If they have young children, it's one type of care pack. If they're teenagers in their home, it's a little bit different. So depending on the family dynamic, we create these care packs customized to each family. So we need help assembling those.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask Gina, this is a question I love asking, just people I meet, people that come in here for interviews, people I meet on the street, but I'd love to know this. And we have many goals in our lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like to know if you have maybe one defining goal that you'd like to share with us, what might that be?
Oh my. Truly, long term, it would be to completely eliminate this problem. This thing we call financial toxicity. It's sort of, it's a real problem, and I'd love to see it eliminated. I don't think that anyone should ever have to think about making those kind of choices when you're going through something like this. And so we'd love to eliminate this thing called financial toxicity altogether. But in the short term, if I had to answer that question, I would say I want every hospital, every cancer patient, every oncologist to know that we're here, that we are a resource for you, and that we want to partner with you and work with you to help families so that we can get through this together. Because when we do it, we're better together. And I know that not only do we help the cancer patient get well, but there's a systemic impact on that family, that community, the hospital itself benefits from that. So I think ultimately it would just be great just to know that everyone knew that New Day existed and that we're here as a resource.
Amazing. So Gina, yeah, everything you've shared with us so far has been incredibly inspiring. I know I'm going to have an amazing day just from being in your presence. So I thank you for that, let alone the interview that you shared with us, and all you do for the community. But I want people to know, how can they reach you? How can they get involved here?
Easiest way is the website. It's foundationforfamilies.org.
Perfect.
Foundationforfamilies.org.
There you go. Go check out their website. Check out her book. It's an amazing story. She gave you kind of the cliff notes, but there's much more to it, as you can see
You
here.
can always watch the movie on Hallmark.
You can always watch the movie on Hallmark. Yes, absolutely.
Left that detail out.
Even easier for all of you non-readers, which seems to be the majority nowadays. So there you go. No excuse. Thanks once again, Gina. We do have something special to share with you. As you know, leading up to our Pink Plus project is the month of October, which again, we talked about is synonymous with breast cancer, but at Lifetime Orthodontics, we've engulfed all the cancers here to celebrate life in general. And to do so, what we've done is we've committed to donating 5% of all of our down payments that we received in the month of October here to donate to you and New Day Foundation for Families. And that in itself has been very inspiring for us as a team, but also to our patients. We had several patients who were moved by the whole idea and wanted to be part of it, and had even contributed a little bit extra to the cause. So again, that meant a lot to me, and just to see the goodness in people on a day-to-day basis. And so thanks to their generosity and all the patients that helped and our team, we've raised $2,000 here to donate to you and New Day Foundation for Families. And so I just meeting you, I know this is going to go to help several families, and I hope this is just a starting point. I hope this helps you to raise awareness, and hope that it inspires somebody who's watching this video, and I hope that we can continue to partner to do great for our community.
I hope so. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much, Gina.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.